And actually, hello, if you at the Orca station have my red iPhone, can you please reach out to Senator Henry Martin in Bristol? He can probably confirm it's mine because we have breakfast and he looked at it, he goes, you know, we have the same phone. And he knows, no, same color phone. It's an iPhone red, and I recommend red in one. If you like to tell my children I love them.
Yeah, love that. Thanks, Emmanuel. Great to meet you. Have a great day. Peace out, bro. Sorry. Ever feel trapped, like you want to be more expressive or you want to do something, but you don't really feel like it, or something stopping you? You know, that sort of freedom?
So if you want to do something, you have to have courage.
Mm-hmm.
To have courage to do it. If
Yeah.
you don't want to do it, so it's not yours. No,
Get
just
better.
start.
Just start, right?
Yeah, do the first step and the courage gonna come.
Right.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with your life, with your courage? You like
I guess so.
not be trapped in your head, like you always had like social anxiety?
I don't know, surrounding myself with people that I don't have to perform around.
So how do you do you just know right away, or do you like slowly test the waters with them?
I guess you slowly get to know people
Okay.
and see.
You're like, okay, they're weird enough, I can be weird now.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So are you really that weird, or it's just like you don't want to be judged for just being yourself?
Maybe a little bit of both.
So you're really that weird.
Maybe.
What's so weird about you?
I don't know. I don't always catch social cues or always say the right thing, I guess.
Oh,
But I guess that could be true for a lot of people.
have people gotten mad because you said the wrong thing before or
Yes.
something? Yeah, I get that a lot too. And
Yeah, I bet.
even the weird thing is, like, sometimes you try to actually do the opposite. Like, you're like trying to make them feel better, and that makes them mad. That's
Right.
what's the crazy
Yeah,
thing. Where you're like,
true.
I could have said
And then-
nothing,
Yeah.
but you know, it's sometimes you can't control like their reaction. Welcome to the news. How you doing?
Good.
So, what do you have to tell the people of Seattle about like the recent ongoings with the protest?
I think it's about time,
Okay.
and I think we can't stop
Why do you think it's about time?
because I think that people here are a little bit more passive than I'm used to.
Okay.
You know, I'm from New York City.
So, what are these problems that you think need to be resolved by the protesting?
God, how much time do we have?
Well, what's the biggest problems?
Problem is that Trump needs to be put away somewhere,
Yeah.
and all his cronies. I
Trump?
can't-
So you don't like Trump? You like Trump?
Come on now.
She's
From New York, she's jaded.
Okay, so you're like kind
He's from New York. I mean, he lived in New York. I've been to Trump Tower.
That's why you're jaded.
So what's like the
At
worst?
Christmas time,
What's
it's
what's the worst thing about Trump? You know, what's so bad about him?
He's an idiot.
Yeah.
He's a psycho. Sociopath.
What's like the worst things he's done that's like idiotic, psychopathic?
There isn't anything good that I could say that he's done.
Okay, but like any psychopathic
He
stuff.
can't
like
even
what's-
form sentences with words.
Right.
I think freedom is,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Okay, just like real simple, quick answer. The ability to not be judged.
Yeah.
I like
I
what
don't
you're
think-
saying. This
yeah,
is
you
very
know?
important because there's unnecessarily worrying about things.
Yep.
And so you have a problem,
No way.
and you do what you can to control it. Like, you know, give me the grace to accept what I can't control,
Yeah.
and then change what I can accept.
Exactly.
And knowing that balance, I think that's what you're saying. Because you have problems, always there's problems in life that need to be overcome. Either your life is perfect and you want to make it better, or your life is falling apart and you're trying to keep it together. So when these problems come up, you're like, you'll be worried mentally and you're stressing about it. But beyond just the stress, you have real actions that need to be taken. And when you can let go of the stress, but also realize you have the actions to take, your actions are more effective. And you're happier because you are under less stress. And so when you realize whatever happens, we're going to be all right.
Yep.
I think that's where you're letting God in there. And
Exactly.
you're like, whatever happens, I got God, and then life is going to be okay. So I don't need to worry about it. I don't need to stress about these problems that are out of my control. And I can actually do better work now to solve it because I'm not unnecessarily worrying about the problems.
You said it better
So
than
I love
me.
that.
There you go.
But you gave me this great point, and
Yeah.
then I totally understand it, right? That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Love that. Freedom is running in your diaper in a soccer field, in case you're wondering. That is freedom. What's like the best phrase in Arabic you know that's like really cool or like deep knowledge.
Oh, yeah, it's like الجو جميل هذا اليوم. It's like in Arabic you said, yeah? I said in Arabic.
Yeah.
الجو
الجو
جميل
Samilan
هذا اليوم.
Adilio.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
It's like life is beautiful, you know.
Life is beautiful.
Yeah, just like keep going and do what you want, you know. And that's it.
Yeah, freedom. You kind of have a consciousness that's screaming to be released, but it's stuck instead. I don't know if you ever experienced this, but that's kind of an interesting topic. Like true freedom. Freedom not just like traveling, but like freedom from your mind's inhibitions and your body's inhibitions and the ability to express freely. That's sort of true freedom. Hey, excuse me. Can I ask you a question real quick? What do you think freedom is? Hi, excuse me, guys. What do you think freedom is? Oh, they're rejected. Wait. What do you think of this recent Trump protest? What do you think of climate change? How is it affecting your natural habitat? Sir. Yep. Interviewing the geese.
Freedom is?
Yeah. Like, what do you think freedom is?
I don't have any idea, you know.
No?
Nah,
Freedom?
I don't have any idea.
Because some people say traveling or like
It's
being
a lot
rich.
of things, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah, there are a lot of things, you know. I don't know.
Yeah. What do you think would be best, like form of freedom, if you could just choose freedom?
If you wanna be freedom, I don't know.
No?
I don't have any
No?
idea.
What about you? What would you do if you were totally free?
I'm sorry.
So do you ever feel like there's ways that you can be more authentic, be more yourself, enjoy your time better, be more like express yourself more freely?
Like how to do that?
Yeah.
Well, I don't really know.
No? You learning still?
Yeah.
Love that. All right.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Alban.
What?
Alban.
Aban?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Haiku.
Haiku. Nice to meet you.
Yep. Have a great day.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, you're good.
You're good.
So I thought I'd give him a chance to like escape. Sometimes people that are like so locked up in their head, they're like, they have something to say, and sometimes you're so locked in your head, you can't even say what you want to. So that's what sad is. Like you'll be locked in, you know, kind of locked in your head, and you want to say something, but oh, excuse me.
No.
Hi, yeah, you're good. So you are, you'll be like locked in your head, right? And sometimes you have something really important that you want to say, like to get off your chest. But sometimes you're so locked in your head, you forgot how to express that and how to express that thing you really want to say. So how do you do that? You just start the ball rolling. Like the one guy said, have courage and start, and then you start remembering who you are and what you have to say, and then, okay, there you go.
You know.
Yeah?
When I'm free,
Yeah, if you were free, what would you do?
I'm playing soccer.
Soccer?
Yeah.
Okay. You're like playing right now or what? Take a
No,
break?
I'm just chilling, you know.
Yeah.
But in my free time, I play soccer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So free time is freedom and you play soccer in it.
Yeah, freedom for me it's the free time, you know.
Yeah.
And it's free of Palestine too.
Free of what?
Free Palestine.
Palestine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So free from oppression.
Yeah.
Free from...
Free
So-
for everything. So you know when you're free you can do anything, so you are freedom.
Right.
But you do everything but don't touch the other person. You know? Just keep like do something and keep your everything for you, not for the other person. Don't judge, don't touch any person, other person.
Yeah. When you're
So this
free,
is- yeah.
you can do anything.
Yeah.
But then there's not to harm other people.
Yeah. Don't touch other people, don't judge other people, don't say something bad to other people. You will be freedom.
You can maintain your freedom by not imposing too much on other people's
Yeah.
freedom is what you're saying.
Yeah.
So
I'm saying.
how does that balance? So like if you can do anything, what does that mean, like doing anything?
Doing anything. being an athlete, doing anything, like go to the gym, play soccer, like buy something for you. So doing anything, this is the freedom.
Yeah.
You know. So this is life.
Yeah, total freedom. Here's an idea I was just thinking of. It's like freedom from inhibition or from the mind.
From what?
Do you ever feel trapped? Like you want to be more expressive or you want to do something, but you don't really feel like it, or something stopping you? You know, that sort of freedom?
So if you wanna do something, you have to have courage. To have courage to do it. If you don't wanna do it, so it's not yours. It's not your to do something. So yeah, this is what I'm thinking.
So if you can't get courage, it's just not for you?
Yeah, it's not for you.
Ah.
If you don't have courage.
Ah, yes.
How you can do something and you don't have courage to do it?
Yeah.
You're gonna not do it.
Okay.
Yep.
What's something that you need courage for, like that you want to do, but you need courage?
If I want to do something, I have courage.
Yeah.
If I don't want to do it, so I'm not gonna do it because I'm not like it to do it.
Like everything takes courage.
This is life. If you don't have courage, so we're gonna be everything down.
Yeah. So what is like, why don't people have courage?
I don't know.
Yeah?
I don't
Like,
know.
they're born like that, or they get taught?
Maybe.
Just fear?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe they are scary too.
Yeah. What are you?
Some persons are scared.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm not scared from everything.
You're not scared of anything?
No.
Nothing scares you?
I don't have phobia. I don't have nothing.
Not sharks, not spiders, not being killed,
Nothing.
not dying young,
Yeah, nothing.
not being broke.
Yeah, I'm African, so you know.
You're totally free.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm free to do anything.
Wow. I like that. So what are you going to do with this total freedom? I mean, you're completely free. You have no fears, no inhibitions. How are you going to change the world? Because a lot of people, they do have fear, you know, they don't have courage, but they can't do. But you're free. So how are you going to use it?
You have to do it. Just start. Just start.
Just suck?
Yeah, just start.
Oh, just start.
Yeah,
just suck and then
no,
you get
just
better.
Start.
Just start, right?
Yeah, do the first step and the courage gonna come.
Right.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with your life, with your courage? What are you going to do with your life, with your courage?
My life?
Yeah.
I'm gonna help the poor people.
Help poor people?
Yeah.
Like
don't have money, buy food to them. So if I have freedom to get a lot of money, I'm gonna help people.
Wow.
Yes.
Do you have a lot of money now?
No, not too much.
Okay.
But if I have, I don't have money, but I help people. Yeah. If someone come wanna eat, I can give him. If I don't have money to give it to him or to give it to them, so if I have something to eat, I will like cut it in
You'll
half
share
and
it.
give him share it with them.
I like that. Okay.
So this is life for me.
So food, you want to like help people eat?
I help people for food, for money. So this is if you know someone, you're gonna give him money to just get drugs. So buy him food, buy him clothes, and don't give him money.
Don't give him money for drugs.
Yes.
Right, I like that. So do you know people that are drug addicts? That do drugs too much?
I know people. I know people close to me, or what?
Yeah.
So my old friends, so we're Moroccan Muslims, so we don't do drugs, we don't do alcohol.
That's good.
We just focusing in life, making money, making my parents proud. So this is life for me.
So you're from Morocco, like
I'm
North
from
Africa.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm from Morocco.
Yeah. So how are you going to get rich? Like how are you going to get money so you can help a lot more people with food and do the Muslim get rich thing, you know?
So first thing you have to study, get your bachelor, do something. So, yeah, and this is my plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have bachelors or you're in
I have
college now?
bachelors in Morocco in marketing and commerce.
Okay. That's good.
Now I'm trying to do same thing here with English because now I'm studying English. My first language is French.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to get good at marketing.
Yeah.
And then you
the
start a
future.
business or you help a business with their marketing?
I have a business with my parents.
Oh. What do
I'm
you
gonna improve it.
What kind of business?
I can't share that.
It's secret.
Yeah.
It's Moroccan hash?
It's like secret. No Moroccan.
No,
hash, but
okay.
it's just secret.
Yeah, okay. Nice. I like that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, what's your name?
Yasin.
Yasin?
Yeah.
Nice, I like that. You have the Instagram?
Yes, we're gonna pass that.
You're going to go?
No, we're gonna pass the interview.
Like we do YouTube usually, you know?
Nice.
Yep, I can send you a copy if you want. What's
Yeah.
your Instagram? They usually edit it a bit though, so it's not like all of it, just like the good parts, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's iPhone.
Yeah.
How long have you been in Africa?
22 years.
22 years. How old are you? Like 22?
23.
Okay, so you were really young when you got here.
Yeah.
Right. So you're not really like, you don't know what it was like in Morocco.
Yeah, I know.
I heard from some people that, there you go, that in Morocco, when you have money in the bank, and you go to the bank and say, hi, I want you to take out some of my money, they say, no, you can't take out your money. And this is what they did in Morocco to some of my friends who lived in Morocco. Yeah, it's like corrupt bank system. Yeah.
No, it's never happened to me and never happened to my family, my friends.
In
If
Morocco?
you want your money, you can go to the bank. Just let him know, like 2 days, and go get your money.
Okay, that's good.
Don't go like in the day of day and say I want all my money.
Ah, yeah.
Just
okay.
let him know I want my money, so he's gonna give you 2 days, 3 days, and come get your all money if you want.
That's good. So they're not that bad in Morocco.
Yeah,
okay.
not that bad.
That's good.
Thank
nice
you.
to meet you.
Nice
Have
to
a great
meet you,
day.
brother. Thank you.
Hey, nice to meet you. What's your name?
My name is Sam.
Isam?
Sam.
Sam,
yeah.
okay. I was like, his name is like that.
No, yeah, it's like Sam. Yeah, you see.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're from Morocco too?
Yeah, I'm from Morocco.
Your
yeah.
brothers?
No, yeah, I'm, kind
Kinda?
of like that. Yeah, kind of. I used
Related?
to live in Europe, you know.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I speak 4 languages, by the way. I'm
Oh.
a student here, you know.
French?
French, Spanish, Arabic, and English, you know.
Oh, wow. Arabic?
Yeah, also, yeah. Because I'm Moroccan.
How's it going? What are you doing?
Okay.
Fantastic. What are you talking about?
John Lennon and Brian Wilson.
John Lennon and Brian Wilson. Who's Brian Wilson?
What? Oh, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
What is this?
Oh, it's water.
Here, you just sit here.
Yeah. Yeah. What's who is Brian Wilson? I don't know. It's
YouTube
That's a bad
stuff.
thing.
Shame on you.
He's okay.
Brian
John
Wilson,
Lennon
he
is a
just
singer.
Passed away. He was one of the greatest songwriters. For the
Beach Boys.
Oh, I love the Beach Boys. He was the singer, the songwriter.
Songwriter.
All of
Oh,
you,
no.
Singer.
All of
Okay,
you.
so it's like me
He
asking
just
you guys.
passed away
Like,
last week.
do you guys know, like, Quavo from the
what's
Migos?
this? What's going on?
It's like,
No, you
oh, it's
can-
at YouTube.
I know. You can
They
bet-
film.
This is his dad.
So do you know Quavo from the Migos? You know this guy?
I know.
Off take.
I know Wavos.
Huevos Rancheros.
Huevos Rancheros. It's like eggs, right?
Oh, that's good. I love that.
Eggs and salsa.
It's yummy.
Right.
He doesn't eat. He's a carnivore. That's it.
Yeah, I'm carnivore too. You're a carnivore?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
just by out of necessity.
Oh.
I had to eliminate things
Everything
because I had
else is
such
poison.
gut problems, and eventually I came to just meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you figured out how to be
What are
more
you
healthy.
doing?
Putting that
He's
there.
taking your alcohol.
Sticking out. I'm just putting that back.
Uh-oh.
Just
No,
standing.
it's
not
hibiscus
good.
tea.
Oh, wow. You're just selling tea out here?
No, we drink it. We sell it.
No.
It's not for
I
sale.
just drink it,
It's too good.
or I give it to other people.
So that's part of your elimination diet? You drink the hibiscus and then...
I don't drink it.
No?
I
Tea?
drink
Where are
some,
you from?
some.
Where do you come from?
Oh, Channel 5 News.
Channel 5. This is
Yeah.
on the news now?
Yeah. How you
Right
doing?
No.
Yeah.
But
We're live.
it's not Channel 5 News,
We
but
can
it's
edit it for you.
YouTube stuff.
What's your
I'm
name?
on it, am I? I'm Patricia.
All right. Hi. Welcome to the news. How you doing?
Good.
So what do you have to tell the people of Seattle about like the recent ongoings with the protest?
I think it's about time,
Okay.
and I think we can't stop.
Why do you think it's about time?
Because I think that people here are a little bit more passive than I'm used to.
Okay.
You know, I'm from New York City.
So what are these problems that you think need to be resolved by the protesting?
God, how much time do we have?
Well, what's the biggest problems?
Depends. Is he going to
Trump?
run out of film again, or batteries?
Oh yeah, he's gonna. We're come prepared today. We got
Since you
so
can
much.
edit it, I thought I'd throw
He
that
is,
in there.
you know, he is still a little high, but we've got all the batteries, so we're good to go. Yeah.
The problem is that Trump needs to be put away somewhere,
Yeah.
and all his
Come over to my house.
all his cronies.
Trump?
Okay, have at it,
Nice.
man.
I'll put them on.
Have at
I
it.
like that. What's your address? So we're like, I'm also
Let's
like,
put that on TV.
yeah.
Everybody come over.
Yeah. We'll cut that out. Only Trump supporters. No torching. No toilet papering. So you don't like Trump? You like Trump?
Come on now.
She's from New York. She's jaded.
Okay, so you're like kind
He's from New York. I mean, he lived in New York. I've been to Trump Tower.
That's why you're saying
So what's like the
At
worst?
Christmas time,
What's
it's
what's the worst thing about Trump? You know, what's so bad about him?
He's an idiot.
Yeah.
He's a psycho. Sociopath.
What's like the worst things he's done that's like idiotic, psychopathic?
There isn't anything good that I could say that he's done.
Okay, but like any psychopathic
He
stuff,
can't
like
even
what's,
form sentences with words.
right? Yeah, I mean that's crazy. Like not even be able
It's
to
a
talk.
little bit embarrassing, isn't it?
That's really weird.
The
So
president.
so what's
And
like
of course, the whole world is now, we're a laughing stock. Because all Europe and everywhere, people know what an idiot he is.
Oh yeah, okay. Because like they're all looking.
He's insulted people.
And he thinks he's smart, right? He thinks he's like saying this important stuff, and he's like, "I'm the man. I know what's
making
going
fun
on."
of somebody who has a disability of cerebral palsy and making fun of him. That should have been like the end.
What, Joe Biden?
No. Joe Biden has cerebral
I don't know.
palsy. He's just old.
That's a genuine question.
He's
Like,
just old.
who was he?
This was at a meeting, and there was a guy
okay.
there that was talking, and he was like,
Got it.
and then Trump imitated him in a nasty way.
Oh no, okay. I thought it was Joe Biden. I was like, oh no. Dang, all right. So what's these things that's like so psychopathic about Trump? Like, what's the craziest thing he's done? What do you think? If you had to pick anything he's done, what's like the craziest thing Trump has done?
They can't come up with anything. That's the problem.
Oh,
They
sure,
don't,
I
they
can't come up with anything.
Well, I'm just curious, like anything bad he's done, like maybe like bad
Anything
things
bad? He's
had?
been friends with what's his name, Epstein.
Yep.
He's a mythomaniac. You know what a mythomaniac is?
No, what's that?
A liar.
Oh, okay.
He's a liar. Everything he says is a lie.
Dang. What's like the worst lies he's
Like
told?
he acts like he went to church. He held a Bible. I think it was upside down. He borrowed it for a picture.
Oh no.
I mean, yeah. He
So-
treats his wife like he treats women like garbage.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
What
and
did he do
talks
to his
about it
wife?
And talks about it.
What did he do to his wife? That
Oh,
was so
all the
bad?
things you see them, getting on a plane, it's pouring rain. He has the umbrella and she's out there.
She doesn't have any umbrella.
Nothing.
Oh no.
He doesn't even help her up the stairs
Yeah.
into an airplane.
Yeah, she's gonna.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She'll fall down the stairs, and then it'll be like the Joe Biden thing, Yeah,
She's
that's
lucky
pretty
to
bad.
be even in his presence.
Oh yeah, she's real lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like from.
She's counting the minutes till he drops dead
Yeah.
so she can have
He
all his
even
money.
nods to her once in a while. you know.
Interesting. So if you could do one
This is
thing,
my better side. By
I
the
like
way.
that. Okay, we gotta catch your light in the light. So if you could do one thing to
I'm so fat right now.
improve Trump's approach towards being a president, what would you do?
I would put him in a jail.
Oh,
He
okay.
needs to be in jail.
In a jail.
It's a long time coming.
All the like, why would he?
He's done so many things that were so against the law.
I've seen the mugshots. That was bad, right?
His mugshots?
He got the Trump mugshot and the mugshot merch. You heard of this?
No.
Got like a T-shirt or something.
I try not to look at him.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Interesting.
really do. Look, what about the parade?
Yeah.
How embarrassing was this parade
The
for his
parade?
birthday?
Yeah. They realized they needed Trump.
He
protest.
thinks he can do anything. I mean, to pay to get the army, the military, hardly anybody showed up. But 10,000 times more people were against him, and they were all marching.
Okay.
And as far as see his birthday with a tank. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that was interesting. I haven't
What do you
seen that. I
think of
heard of
that?
that though.
Oh, I saw it. Oh, yeah, I saw it.
So he was throwing his own parade with a tank.
And the army and whatever the armed
I mean,
forces.
that's pretty cool. It's kind of Hitlery because like Hitler loved military too. But
That's kind of cool.
I would want like a
And
tank.
you like Hitler? Do you like Hitler?
Well, I mean, I don't know a lot about Hitler. I know.
What do you need to know about Hitler?
Right, I know he was doing a lot of
Do you know
exterminating.
what the Holocaust is?
Yeah, the exterminating thing. I know he was an artist
The
also.
exterminating thing.
The exterminating thing. But besides that, he was a pretty cool guy. But I
Hitler
would
was a
want.
pretty cool guy.
Besides the
Okay,
exterminating
well, this is
thing.
over now.
Okay, very
Finished.
good.
Done.
I like that. All right, hi.
So,
how
you
you
must
doing?
be out
Very
of your
good.
I just got
freaking
brought in here.
mind.
What's your name?
Hitler
Lauren.
was a
Got
cool
brought in?
guy, he said.
Yeah, what's your name?
Haiku.
Haiku, Lauren.
Yeah. So.
He doesn't mean it, does he?
No, he was an artist though. He was a painter. You know, Hitler did
He means it.
paint.
He means it.
Yeah. If,
Yeah, well.
if Hitler was
What's up,
running for
Patricia?
president, we would vote for sure.
Patricia, what's up?
Hey,
But he's dead, so there's never really knowing.
Well,
Are you
I
leaving?
wouldn't want to meet him though.
No, my purse fell on
He
the
was
ground.
probably, he probably had bad ideas, but I would want to meet him and talk to him about it. Some of the ideas were
Trump-
bad, but there
Trump
was
worships
probably some good stuff about him though.
Some good stuff.
I'd want to meet him at least.
Oh, interesting.
So what do you think of these?
Do you have any Jewish friends? Do
the
you know
Trump
any?
protests,
Do you know
do you know?
any Jewish people?
She asked you.
Do you
I mean,
know
I-
any
honestly, I don't
Jewish
know-
people?
Oh, sorry, we were
Do you
done.
know
sorry.
any? Do you know any Jewish people?
I'm just gonna interview
I
Lauren.
don't have
real
to
quick.
ask.
Yeah.
Do you know any Jewish
I'm just gonna
people?
interview Lauren real quick, but I'll back to you 1 minute.
Answer my question.
Honestly, you should probably.
You want to keep going? Okay.
Yeah, hey,
Wait.
just because I'm not really with the political stuff.
Oh yeah, okay.
Just because
Yeah,
I'm not really.
That's good.
I gotta know more.
All right.
Any other question, I'm down. But
Sure,
I
yeah.
wanna hear what she has.
What was your name?
Do you know any Jewish people?
Yeah, I got some Jewish people.
You got some Jewish
Yeah,
people.
I got some in the camp.
Are they in
you
the
know.
closet?
I got some
Are
in
they
my
in the basement?
In my basement, yeah.
In the attic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basement,
I'll
attic,
help you feeding it.
and a closet. Yeah. What was your name?
Patricia.
Patricia. Cool. Yeah. Do you know like Jewish people?
I am Jewish.
Yeah. Makes sense
I
why
know
you.
a lot of Jewish
So you're not
people.
pro-Hitler then? Is kind of what
Gee,
I'm
you
wondering.
think? Did you figure that out?
I guess it's kind of like my intuition speaking
Seriously,
here.
this is going on television?
Yeah, it's K5. We're new guys. We're trying to get some real to get the
Okay.
news interested.
Okay, you're not going to be too popular right now with like anti-Semitic things.
Yeah, I mean, I like Jews, but you know, Israel and Palestine. This is another thing, which
That's
is
a whole different thing.
which
than
is
me.
interesting.
I mean,
where
there's,
it's like,
there's Jewish people and
is Israel
different
also
countries.
Jewish people?
I'm not.
or it's
I'm
like,
not Israeli. I'm
Okay.
Jewish from Eastern Europe.
Oh, okay. So I was wondering, like, there's Israel and they're like doing this genocide stuff.
I want to get a water.
And so people are anti-Israel, but they're also like they're supportive
Because-
of Jewish people because they went through the Holocaust and so
How
they're-
about a young couple engaged was outside in the street and they shot them both, killed them because they were Jewish last week.
wow, it was at the protest.
No, it wasn't at a protest. It was before the protest.
How did they know they were Jewish?
They were outside a Jewish event
Oh,
or something.
they shot up a Jewish event
They shot this young couple.
in Seattle or like East Coast.
I believe it was here.
Wow. Yeah, that's bad.
That goes on all the time.
So
Jewish holidays, they start bombing the synagogues, and it's unbelievable.
So do you see Trump as similar to Hitler, like the way he
He
is
wishes
behaving?
He wishes. He's behaving like him.
Like the Musk salute too, like the Hitler.
I can't do this. I
Okay.
can't do this. This
Yeah,
is-
that's fine.
It's so juvenile. It's
That's fine,
So
that's fine.
sophomoric. I
Yeah,
can't do
that's
it.
fine.
It's all about money. He's coming back.
Oh,
They're
okay.
never gonna put me on.
It's all about money.
Yeah.
The world.
Hitler's cool. Okay.
Wars and whatnot.
Hitler's cool. That's a great headline.
That's your headline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not gonna be too popular.
So you're a Trump supporter, though, right? Because you don't get too many of those in Seattle.
Oh, there's quite a few. I know
Really?
quite a few.
So.
I can't be political because that's what's wrong with Seattle.
Oh.
You support somebody that everybody hates so much.
Right.
I become the pariah,
I don't mind being a pariah. I supported Kennedy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was like a pariah thing to do, huh?
Sometimes with some
Okay.
people because they're uneducated about reading real research. And if they read real research, they would show that he backs everything up as far as the medical. Have to do with the vaccines or whatever.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of propaganda about that. The pharmaceutical companies are so powerful. Look at Sit down, ask him a question.
Hi, how you doing?
It's gonna
Good
be
to
on
see you
TV.
again.
That's the point.
Like your-
YouTube, on
I like your
YouTube.
cross. You're a Catholic?
Yes, yes, sir. Yep.
I like that.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So the question for today is, what is
You didn't
freedom?
say that when I said I was Jewish. You didn't say you liked that.
Uh-oh.
Look
Uh-oh.
at this. What about this?
Oh, I didn't know what that was.
It's a Celtic cross.
Oh, I thought it was like
It's
a
from Greece.
crusader cross.
Hey.
What are you guys up to?
We're being interviewed.
Hi. How are you guys?
We're going quickly because
I was saying game to a woman.
Oh no.
they walk around the lake.
So so what do you think freedom is?
Freedom?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad, sorry.
They did.
Damn, that's a good question.
Yeah.
What was the question?
He said, what is freedom?
What is freedom?
My definition.
think it is?
What I think freedom is.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay. Just like real simple, quick answer. The ability to not be judged.
Not be judged. But everyone has an opinion, and it might be uncommon. So how do you not be judged while having people that have different opinions than you?
Okay, for me,
How do you not be judged, I guess, is the question.
don't judge.
Oh, okay.
Okay, for me, I feel like if you feel judged, I feel like I let the other person judge me because of how I feel.
Okay.
Like, let's say if I was talking to my friend Patricia, we were talking about like, the school system or something.
Yeah.
She said,
Yeah, I agree
let's
with
say if
that.
I was a teacher, and she was saying something about the school system, saying like me being a teacher is bad or blah blah blah. She doesn't think, I don't know what she thinks, but she doesn't think that.
Right.
It's on me, because I would care how she makes me feel. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like, I don't feel like I'm judged by her because I know her intentions are cool. Okay. And I wouldn't judge for what she's saying. But obviously, even a person like me, I judge. Like, I don't mean to judge sometimes, but I do judge.
Okay. So freedom is to not be judged.
Sure.
And to not be judged, you're not judging.
Thank you. Yeah.
So when you don't judge people, this like frees you from their judgment. Because
exactly. Yep.
Even if they're judging you, you don't care because you're not judging them for judging you. So the judgment doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
That's a lot of judgment in one sentence. But, right. Okay.
But that's basically what I'm getting. Does that make sense?
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
So how can people get a greater degree of freedom in life? Oh my God, thank you, though.
No, good.
Appreciate that.
Damn. Okay. Honestly.
Can you please? I'm afraid you're going to kick my leg.
I'm sorry.
How can people be more free in today's world, or like in their own bodies?
Okay, for me, because of God, because I believe in God. So I'm gonna keep it real. Before I would be anxious and kind of care what other people think.
Yeah, the judgments.
Yeah, judgments. But now, since I'm walking with God, I don't care what they think. I just let Him handle everything. Like, I just know that as long as I'm with Him, everything else will come together. And I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? You can believe and do whatever you want. So like, if the universe is your thing, just hey, the universe will cover you. Whatever God you believe in, whatever religion, just cover you. You know what I mean?
Okay. So like, I'm kind of confused. When you say you let God handle it, what's the difference between like you handling problems on Earth and then God handling other stuff? Like, where do you decide you need to handle it or let God handle it?
Like, for example, a friend of mine, was gonna lose their house.
Let God.
Yep, exactly. Let go, let God do it. But okay, for example, a friend of mine might have lost their house, right?
Okay.
They lost their house.
Foreclosure or something?
Yeah, something like that, foreclosure. But the guy and his uncle was trying to fix things on their own. And you obviously you got to do things to get stuff done, like take action. But there was a point where, let's be honest, like we can let that, like if you're about to lose my house, I'm about to lose my house, we can just let that affect us, like let that monkey on our back
just
like
walk mentally affect us constantly.
Yeah, exactly. Like, bro, like, would you be tripping if you're about to? I would be tripping.
Yeah,
but
24/7, you can't sleep and you can't even work and find a solution.
Exactly. But that dude told me that he just let God handle it, and he didn't walk around. He wasn't
worrying about it.
He wasn't worried about
unnecessarily
if he was gonna lose his house or if he was gonna make it. He just let God handle it. Had no care in the world about it, and then he was actually able to keep his house. So,
wow.
Yep.
So what happened? Like, how did he keep his house from that?
His uncle was able to convince the guy to let them stay there. But obviously, sure, you can make an argument like, oh, it wasn't God, it was the uncle. It was the uncle.
Right, the convincing, the action.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
I like what you're saying. This is very important because there's unnecessarily worrying about things.
Yep.
And so you have a problem,
No way.
and you do what you can to control it. Like, give me the grace to accept what I can't control,
Yeah.
and then change what I can accept.
Exactly.
And knowing that balance, I think that's what you're saying. Because you have problems, always there's problems in life that need to be overcome. Either your life is perfect and you want to make it better, or your life is falling apart and you're trying to keep it together. So when these problems come up, you're like, you'll be worried mentally and you're stressing about it. But beyond just the stress, you have real actions that need to be taken. And when you can let go of the stress, but also realize you have the actions to take, your actions are more effective. And you're happier because you are under less stress. And so when you realize whatever happens, we're going to be all right. I think that's where you're letting God in there. And you're like, whatever happens, I got God, and then life is going to be okay. So I don't need to worry about it. I don't need to stress about these problems that are out of my control. And I can actually do better work now to solve it because I'm not unnecessarily worrying about the problems.
You said it better
So
than
I love
me.
that.
There you go.
But
Yeah.
you gave me this great point, and then I totally understand it, right? That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow, I love that.
Hey, what's your YouTube?
It's it's The New Way. You can check it out.
The New Way?
Yeah. The New Way on You Way.
What made you go on YouTube?
I just want to get famous and get rich and change the world and maybe help that stuff.
The New Way?
Yeah. Sometimes Googling is better.
One word.
Just Safari.
One word?
One word.
Okay.
Instead of 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you knew exactly what I did. Yeah.
Yeah, he knows what you're looking for. Yeah. So,
I don't know. It's all a circus.
She was just doing her job, and he was being
yeah, this one right here.
this one?
Yeah.
And the security took him
that's
down.
you.
because he was
Yeah,
being
that's me.
aggressive.
Got it.
down.
Man.
Just got a subscriber.
We got
Put 'em down
sweet.
on the
All right,
ground.
we're almost doubled up. Yeah, this is some of us. Some of them are cool, like the shorts I like.
He was
Yeah.
I don't agree with that.
So, what do you think
Hey,
of?
that's one more question about the walking. but let me
Okay,
hear it.
sure. So here's something: is the death penalty.
Oh,
So, when do you think the death penalty is warranted?
Nobody knew that.
He's a senator.
Nobody knew him.
when is death penalty warranted?
When is the death penalty warranted?
Nobody recognized
Well,
him.
he did yell. He did say that.
Hey, this is crazy. Hey, if you were to ask me before God,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd give you a different answer.
Oh yeah. What would you say?
It's just a
I
distraction.
would want him if I was speaking if somebody came.
Oh, that's a good question. Okay, but now when is death penalty warranted? Okay. Probably the old me, maybe me now, maybe I don't know, but when it's
Oh, that's shallow.
when the person literally won't change what he's gonna do and still thinks the old way, what he
It's
thinks
not today.
is still the same. I probably didn't explain that right, but hopefully
Right.
you got the gist of it. Does that
So
make sense?
if they would kill and they don't have regret about it and they would do it again?
Yeah.
So if they're gonna kill again,
Yeah, but hey, because wasn't there a serial killer? I forgot his name, but he was like, God, please forgive me, please forgive all
okay,
everything.
and he's
I've done.
not gonna
Please
do it
repent.
again, or
He's not gonna
he
do it
feels
again.
bad about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot who it was, and there's arguments about like, oh, should like, since he said that, is he still gonna go to heaven? And I think the answer I heard was yes. Don't ask me my opinion on that, because I'm not too sure. I gotta do more research. But I heard that's actually a thing.
Did he still get killed?
I think, yeah, it was a while. I think he got
Okay,
killed, yeah.
got it. So I guess that's the idea of murder is, so like, let's say a police officer kills someone and they don't regret it because they feel like, when is, like, so you say if they don't regret killing someone,
Well, that's talking
Only
about
out of
prisoner. I'm talking about a
self-defense?
prisoner. I'm talking
Right.
about like a prisoner, but cop, that's
so
different.
if a prisoner kills someone out of self-defense, then is it okay if they don't regret it? Or should they still regret it? It's like, where's the line there, you know, like
I don't know.
of like a police officer versus a regular human?
That's a good. Hey, Loki, you got me with that one. I don't know.
I know,
There's
right?
a line,
Yeah.
but I always know there's a thin line. Because you
Yeah.
know they say, "Oh, I hate you, I love you."
I know.
Hey, bro, thin line.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep a real thin line, because if they say they hate you, I can quickly go, "Hey, I love you."
Right. There's like more emotional investment there. If it's when they don't care at all that there's a problem.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
That's-
when they're completely indifferent about you.
Yeah, that's-
They're just like the switch is flicked off in their brain. They don't care.
It's over. Yeah.
If they're hating you, that means they still want it to work and they still care. It's just they're not feeling the
It's
love.
like what you just said. There's still emotion involved.
There's an emotional effect there. They're still feeling it. Because when there's no emotion, that's when it's like, they don't care. So what are you most like emotional about in your life right
What am I
now?
emotional about?
Like good or bad emotion?
There.
I was there.
God.
God?
Yeah, God. That's my dude.
What's like the emotion you feel of like with the God idea?
Just happened like last week.
I love him. And I fear him. And people, I used to think like, oh, what do you mean by fear? Like, are you scared of him? It just means you take him seriously. That's it. You feel
Right.
me? You just take him seriously.
Do you know what he's capable of?
Yeah, exactly.
So you know he's capable if you take him seriously.
Hey, you don't play.
No, I'm not playing with God.
Hey, you don't play
Love
with
that.
God. At least
Cool.
I think. You don't play with
Yeah.
God.
When's your birthday?
March 31st.
That's crazy.
Yep.
I'm March 23rd.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Awesome.
We're kind of close.
I love that.
Hey, but you said your name was Caillou?
Haiku.
Haiku, my
Yeah,
bad.
you
Haiku,
have,
like the poem.
you have Instagram? I could add you if you want.
Telling me
Could be cool. Could send you like the thing when it drops. You might see it on YouTube though. Let's see. What's it called?
Here.
Anyway, it's just different size.
Oh, type in L
Yeah.
ROD
Yeah.
It's just different size.
206.
Elrod.
Elrod. First one.
Lauren Rodriguez.
That's me.
I love
Yep.
that.
Yes, sir.
Actor and salesman.
Yeah.
So you're actor?
Well, I've just been in a couple things. I've been in like a short film for the Seattle 48-hour Film Festival, and I've been like a promo thing.
Okay.
But not too much. And then taking classes here and there.
What kind of
Got you.
What kind of sales do you do?
Marketing. So I work for this company, and we get businesses to be on the map. It's actually really cool. But next time I'll talk to you about it. But I got you on
Sweet.
Instagram.
I love that.
Requested you.
Cool. Nice to
Thank
meet
you,
you.
bro.
I love this. You're like what, 7 feet tall or something?
6'4".
Okay, I love that.
6'4". Are you done? Or are you about to go more?
We're gonna go talk to more people. Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
That's so sick, bro. Hey, keep doing. I've been watching. You probably been watching YouTube a long time. All I know is this consistency.
We're having fun.
Just keep going on it. Don't give up.
Stay consistent and then trying to get that knowledge too. So it's
Exactly.
like action's important. You're like hitting the phones or whatever you're doing in sales, but then the knowledge. So like how well do you know the product?
Yeah.
How well do you know which customers to go after? That's where knowledge is important too.
Exactly. Hey, knowledge is power. Good
Love
luck,
that.
bro.
Yep.
You're
Have a great
fit
day.
too, dog.
Thanks,
Damn.
bro.
See you.
Uh-oh.
Take care.
Thank you, bro. Have a great day. See you guys. He's the singer for Beach Boys.
And he wrote all these fabulous songs.
Like Good Vibrations. Oh. And he died just recently. Like last week or something. Man.
You remembered what I did, so
I remember, yeah. I'm paying attention. Yeah. I mean, I'm not that much of a Hitler supporter, but I would want to meet him.
Oh, for God's sake, get the hell out.
fuck you, man.
Just
Fuck out of here.
I would want to meet him,
Never
though.
say that anymore.
Not that much. I would want to meet him and give him a shot. Well,
Okay.
So now I'm arguing.
No.
He doesn't like them. He's not joking.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I like to give everyone a shot, you know, for redemption. Have a great day, guys. Whoa, look at all those ducks. That's a lot of ducks. How many is that? 150 ducks? Jeez, and a pigeon. Hi, how you doing?
Hi.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah.
Sure, all right. What's your name?
Valerian.
Valerian?
Yeah.
Cool. That's like a type of metal, right?
It's actually an herb.
Oh, Valerian root, of course.
Yes.
I'm thinking of like
Yeah,
the Elder Scrolls or something.
right.
Yeah. So, what do you think freedom is?
Freedom. Am I being recorded right now?
We're doing YouTube, but I can cut it all out if you want.
Yeah, I feel a little bit socially awkward.
Right. This is kind of like what I was wondering. Is like, how do you feel like the idea of freedom is like, be free from self-judgment, freedom of expression, how to not feel socially awkward? Because I get this a lot. Like,
Yeah,
even though it might
being a
not look like it,
YouTuber, right?
it seriously might not look like it. But like every time I go out, it's like something I'm overcoming. And it's still fun, like once I start having fun, but getting to that point is like a hurdle.
Right, rejection therapy.
Yeah. So what do you, is that how you do it? Like rejection therapy, or how do you like
I guess so.
not be trapped in your head? Like you always had like social anxiety.
I don't know, surrounding myself with people that I don't have to perform around.
So how do you like, do you just know right away, or do you like slowly test the waters with them?
I guess you slowly get to know people
Okay.
and see.
You're like, okay, they're weird enough, I can be weird now.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So are you really that weird, or it's just like you don't want to be judged for just being yourself?
Maybe a little bit of both.
So you're really that weird.
Maybe.
What's so weird about you?
I don't know. I don't always catch social cues or always say the right thing, I guess.
Oh,
but I guess that could be true for a lot of people.
Have people gotten mad because you said the wrong thing before or
Yes.
something? Yeah, I get that a lot too. And
Yeah, I bet.
even the weird thing is like sometimes you try to actually do the opposite. Like you're like trying to make them feel better, and that makes them mad. That's
Right.
what's the crazy
Yeah,
thing. Where you're like,
true.
I could have said
And then-
nothing,
Yeah.
but you know, it's sometimes you can't control like their reaction part of stuff. So it's like, how do you like? Do you ever like meet new people, and do you like bridge the gap of like, or you just wait to meet them? Like, how do you deal with that?
Yeah, sometimes when I'm feeling more adventurous, I'll go up to people and strike up a conversation. Or it just kind of happens naturally. Like, I come to this park a lot.
Yeah.
And I'll feed the birds, and people will come up and talk to me about that.
Oh, are you the person that brought all these geese around and ducks?
Yeah, I might have.
They know you. They're like, oh, Valerian's here. No way.
Yeah, and sometimes when people have their dog off leash, they'll try to get far away. So that's why they're crossing the road to get away from a dog.
Okay. So the weirdest stuff about you is like really just like social cue stuff. It's not like stuff that you do or think that's like way different than other people.
It could be things that I do too, my hobbies and interests, and
You're like a witch that does Valerian
Yeah.
root ceremonies?
well, I mean, yeah, I guess that's kind of easy to point out.
Maybe. I mean, it's like your birth
Valerian.
name, or you just chose that?
No, it's my chosen name.
Okay. Well, that's like gives a bit more of a hint, but
Yeah.
there's like hippies that live around here. Maybe
Yeah, I
you're
guess
just
it is
like-
Seattle, right? So it's a little more open-minded.
Yeah, maybe you're just like, hey, you know, I didn't choose it, but I'm rocking it. So what sort of like crazy ceremonies do you do? Burning stuff.
Yeah, burning stuff, all kinds of stuff.
The skull is interesting. It's just fashion, or it's like also.
Well, it
ceremonial?
symbolizes Santísima Muerte, who is a personification of death in Mexican culture. So, yeah.
So you're like Mexican
Yeah.
and like born
Half.
in Mexico, or
Not born, but my family's from there.
okay,
Yeah.
got it. So what's like maybe the best advice for people to not be stuck in their head or like to deal with social anxiety?
Whew, I don't know if I'm the best person to ask for that.
You felt
but
it a
I
lot,
would-
so I mean,
Huh?
you're you know older than 5 years old. You've
Yeah, I
been
would
dealing
say
with it
just
for a while.
thrusting yourself into it. Like right now, I was trying to walk away.
Trying to get
but
outta here.
Since I was like, you know what, whatever, I'm here.
Yeah.
And just started talking.
Yeah.
It seemed to be fine. But
Yeah.
honestly, that might not be true for everyone. But I'd say being in environments that you're more comfortable in, like I'm really comfortable with this park, so maybe that's it.
Yeah. Okay. What was the first thing you said? Like before you talk about like the walking away thing? Didn't catch it. It was like you're like, well, just get used to it or like warm up to it or something.
Oh yeah, kind of thrust yourself into it.
Okay.
Sometimes
just
that can
jump
help.
in,
Maybe
like,
not for
courageously.
everyone.
Is there like something you've done really courageously recently that was like you were super scared, but then you were really felt rewarded about it?
I don't know. Just say this, I guess.
Oh, this is it. All right. Well, hey, look at that.
Right
We're
on.
not-
What's your YouTube channel?
Haiku. Just Haiku York is my
Haiku.
YouTube channel, but this is like the new way where we're doing like
Okay.
interviews and stuff.
Okay, right on.
I could
That's
send
cool.
to you. When's your birthday?
January 3rd.
Okay, so it's like Capricorn, and
Yeah.
you have like, I feel like Capricorn's not that much of a witch, you know? Like, are they?
Yeah, it's kind of not a usual thing, right?
I'm trying to remember, like almost all of them are like Scorpio or like Aquarius or something that's
Maybe
like.
Pisces.
Oh, definitely Pisces.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got like the craziest witch stuff going on.
Yeah, right.
So-
Scorpio for sure.
So what's your like other signs then, like the moon and
Well, Cancer, Gemini, Capricorn. What about you?
Cancer moon?
Yeah, well, Cancer rising, Gemini moon.
Okay, cool. I have Cancer rising. And then Gemini though, that's like my 12th house, so like we're in it right now.
Okay, so
You know
you're
12th
deep
house?
into astrology. That's
Oh
cool.
yeah. So I got the 12th Gemini. No, okay, I'm like picking up on all this social anxiety now.
Yeah.
Cancer rising and Scorpio moon.
You're Cancer rising too?
Yeah.
Okay, right
That's what I
on.
was
Apparently things are about to get good for us.
Really?
Yeah, so I've heard from the astrologers.
Oh, because of like July coming up?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I try to stay on top of astrology, but sometimes I'm not. But I've heard the astrology girlies online say that it's a good year for Cancer. I believe it's a year.
So you're also in the 12th house, like right now. So it also goes through seasons. Hey, how's it going? I was gonna talk to him before, but he was like, I'm chilling, bro. I'm like, I know what that means.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so the 12th house, like, have you ever had like really bad things happen in your life, like during June?
During the month of June,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Okay.
but
I mean, all
can't
the time
pinpoint
for
something
you.
specifically.
You're like, I'm a Capricorn.
What about you?
Every freaking month is bad for me.
Oh God. Jeez, yeah.
Yeah, definitely like specifically bad stuff will happen in June.
Okay,
And I
that's
tried to like ignore it until like last year, and I was like, nah, okay, this is obvious. Like,
Well,
it's
what's
just,
something bad that's happened?
like I've lost family members,
Okay.
or like my property caught on fire and exploded.
Wow, that's
or
big.
like, and then
Okay.
it's like it doesn't happen any other time of year. So like we're in it
June.
now.
Wow.
12th
lucky.
house is like, or like even people, like secret enemies is an idea. So like
Hmm.
people, like they'll do something and you don't know about it, but they're like working behind your back, or
Right.
maybe they do stuff and they don't even know.
Yeah.
But then it like messes with you. But it's also like deep in the subconscious. So like while you're going through Gemini season, like right now, because it's our 12th house, we have an opportunity to like get deep in our subconscious and figure out like what's going on.
Right.
And maybe this is like one of those social anxiety things. Like if you have Cancer rising, it's harder for you because Gemini's like super, you know,
Prevalent.
like outgoing and like talking, and because that's our 12th house, maybe that's a blind spot for us. So like,
Well, I do have Gemini moon.
okay.
What would you have to say about that?
Ooh, so your moon's in the 12th house. That's like, I mean, that's, you probably got some serious, like, I mean, it's just probably easy to say about all girls or humans in general if they're aware. But like, you probably have some serious emotional struggles, and like hard to like get over that stuff because
Right.
like your moon, the emotional part, is in your 12th house of like, you know, the problems and stuff blowing up.
Right. Yeah.
So like maybe you know some good stuff about like how do you regulate your emotions, like
Come here.
sit in the park.
Yeah, come here, feed the birds, walk
Yeah.
around the whole lake. I was gonna do that today, but
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna come back in the morning.
Oh, okay. You get up pretty early?
I tried to.
You ever like set stuff on fire, like this witch ceremony stuff?
Yeah, just did last night.
Oh, okay. What'd you burn?
In Ballard too, by the locks.
Oh, okay. I do Fremont, catching stuff like by the troll.
That could be cool.
So what was like you catching on fire?
A piece of paper and a candle.
You're writing, so it's the writing thing, or like blood or
no,
something?
we were doing a spell at the beach, a hidden part of the beach by the locks. It's cool.
Oh, I saw like there's that dam thing. Is that it, or is something else?
Well, you know that there's like a bridge for the train over by the locks.
Yeah.
So at the base of it, on the south end, there's like a hidden beach. Two parts actually, but there's like a small hidden beach. It's pretty cool. So.
Okay. So you're just burning. So what were you trying to like manifest or change about reality?
keep it
It's
a
a secret?
secret,
Okay,
yeah.
the ceremony stuff, you can't say too much about it. Cool.
Yeah, I mean I could, but I'm gonna keep it a secret for now.
You ever done like the fire spinning stuff too? And like,
I
you know?
used to actually, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I used to have a fire staff, but I sold it, and I
Oh.
probably shouldn't have because I
You
miss
like doing
that.
it? It was fun?
Yeah.
I just learned this like 2 weeks ago. Probably the easiest place is on Friday they go to Gasworks Park. And they just like, we got gas there, we got the props and stuff, and they just let you use it. Like my friends there, Allie.
They let you use it? Oh,
Yeah.
that's super
I mean,
cool.
I met them all.
Okay.
It's like an open thing where like beginners or intermediate can come and join, just drop in. But yeah, my friends there, like Ali, Boomba, they're usually like running it. Not this Friday. I'm gonna be at like some festival, but maybe after that I'll go. Yeah, but you should
Yeah, I
come.
should
That'd
go
be
by
fun.
there. I love Gasworks, and
Yeah.
it sounds cool if they let you use their stuff.
You have Instagram?
I don't, but I want to know your YouTube channel
Can
because I want
text
to check
you?
it out.
Is that okay? Instagram. Don't get Instagram because then you'll be stuck in this social matrix and analyzing, especially if you got anxiety.
Right, yeah.
But I've got
yeah,
it.
I deleted my Instagram a few years ago. Never going back.
Because what? It was stealing your time, or it was making you feel bad?
Yeah, stealing my time, and I just feel like it used to be a lot cooler. Like, it used to be more authentic, like sharing your art and everything. I don't know what happened along the way, but people were just kind of weird on there. I don't know.
Now it's like the weird stuff is getting picked up more, so you can't even get like real stuff.
No, I feel like it got more commercialized, and I don't know. I'm not sure about it. I feel like TikTok is a
Interesting.
little bit more authentic. Like,
Okay.
people will be more open about their struggles and everything on there. I feel like that's a little less prevalent on
Okay.
Instagram.
I guess I should post on TikTok. I've not been, but
It might be a good idea.
yeah, I get like good interviews from people and stuff. I guess I should like do that.
Yeah, you should. You would probably blow up on there. It's really easy to get out on there.
Okay, yeah, I mean, that's the goal, right? It's to make content that people see. It's not just like, well, I'm loving this, and now I've got a place I
Yeah.
can store it.
Yeah, and you can direct people to your YouTube channel if it's monetized there.
Yeah, it's like, all right, guys, go to the YouTube, because we're not making nothing from TikTok.
Right.
All right, what's your number?
520.
Okay.
Right on.
And then Valerian.
Yes.
I don't always remember names, but I guess that was a good choice of yours, because
Easier to
remember.
memorize, right?
And you said the second of the year?
The third.
Okay, I was like, that would be crazy.
Yeah. When's your birthday?
March 23rd.
Oh, okay, so it passed.
Yep.
All right. Happy
Your birthday
belated.
passed too, I guess,
Yeah.
but they're also
Yeah.
coming up eventually.
All right,
Yeah.
right on. Well, it was
Cool.
good to meet you. What was your name?
Haiku.
Haiku.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice to meet you. Good to meet other witches and stuff. I like that sort of people.
Right on. Cool
Yeah.
conversation. Good luck with your YouTube channel.
Yeah, thanks. Have a great day.
You too.
Us Cancer Risings are trying to get the fuck out of here. We're like, the anxiety.
For the shell.
Out the anxiety. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's going on? Did you just get married or something? Okay, all right. Back to the shell. Hi, excuse me, guys. What do you think freedom is? Don't get rejected. Great. What do you think of this recent Trump protest? What do you think of climate change? How is it affecting your natural habitat? Sir. Yep. Interviewing the geese. Actually.
Everyone is.
Hey, who isn't, right?
And these
Everyone
guys are
is.
recording.
Yeah. Hi, how you doing?
Hey, what's up?
You're live too?
Yeah.
All right, how many streamers you got?
Oh, no, this is Bigo.
Oh, okay. Migo?
You heard of Bigo?
The Migos.
Bigo.
Bigo. Who?
Bigo.
No. What?
You don't know what Bigo is?
What's that?
You got, look.
This guy's got Gucci glasses, okay? Anyway, I've got a question for you. Let's grab the sun for like a second.
Go ahead. This is fun.
What do you think freedom is?
To walk away.
To walk away. So how do you maybe why do people walk away? When they actually want to stay?
What do you mean? And then that's choice.
Right. So how do people get more freedom of expression within the world and do what they want, have more freedom to have fun, have more freedom to talk to people, less social anxiety? How do they do that?
That's a mental statement. Mm-hmm. I'm in Seattle, by the way, if you can't hear me. And what is this on?
Oh, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram.
And your handle?
Channel 5. You can do, which one? Oh, YouTube?
All right, let's do TikTok.
Okay. Do Haiku. Haiku York.
I want to see your work first.
It's pretty good, bro. I mean,
everyone says that.
It's pretty good. You should really check the YouTube if you want to see the work. But there's a little bit on this one. This one, you know.
Oh, you already followed yourself?
Yes, sir.
Let me see.
It's pretty good. These are just me talking, but the interview stuff is on our YouTube, and now I'm going to be putting it on the other platforms. Did you hear it? What'd you think?
Hold on. I'll be right back, okay?
Bigos.
Bigo.
Bigo.
Mm-hmm.
What's Bigo?
Bigo is a social media app just like TikTok, how you do TikTok lives.
Oh.
But instead you can do panels as well.
Panels?
Mm-hmm. So this is a panel.
Like a speaker panel?
Yeah.
Oh.
And all you do is engage and talk and so forth.
Interesting. I like that. Cool. All right.
But
Bigo. I thought you said Migos. I was like, you're talking to the Migos? No way. That's sweet. You know the Migos?
The rappers?
Yeah. Love those guys. These other people, old people don't know what the Migos are. You want to see YouTube?
My YouTube's not working right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
See? It's crashing out.
That's weird. You could look on Safari if you want to find this, but
let me see.
Otherwise, yeah. What do you mean a mental statement when you say social anxiety? And
Social anxiety is a mental statement. So I've been a bartender for a long time, and I'm in a social setting for my career now. And the way that you discuss and talk to people is all mental. So when you said freedom, what is freedom? Freedom is a mental state as well. So you choose to express yourself in a certain way on social norms. So if you do not have social norms, and then you are free to express in your own normal state.
Right.
Do you get it?
Okay.
So then it's kind of like Schrodinger's cat, right? So if you were inside the box, you don't know if the cat's alive or dead, right? And so the same thing goes with social anxiety, social norms. So if you do not live in that set society or that set dictation of how you're supposed to live, you are free to express in your own direction.
Right. Okay. So how do you balance like being relatable with people versus just doing whatever you want to do? So like it actually clicks.
So what people are you trying to relate to? People that you don't know?
Yeah, usually, or even people you do know.
Okay, so
It's the
then
same or
again,
different?
now at that point you should decide: do you feel that you should normalize yourself into that set environment, or express yourself until someone actually engages back with you on your level?
I like that. So it's like there's this thing called frame, right?
Yeah.
And they're like trying to build rapport, like match their energy, match their tone. But there's another transcended level, which is you set the tone, you set the energy, and then people will match with you that are like resonant with you or like actually want to engage with you. So it's like not trying to follow their body language,
Like
but
what you're
they'll
doing right
follow
now?
your body language. Kind of, I guess, like it's subconscious too. So try not to consciously, mirror people, but instead just set the vibe, and then people that like you will join the vibe, and then you can join vibe back and forth, and that's what's fun about interaction.
So what is a set icebreaker for you?
A set icebreaker.
When you're out in the public.
Hey, how's it going? What do you care about?
Now that's an open-ended statement.
Yeah.
Now how much of that are you actually going to listen to?
I try to listen to all of it. That's a great question.
Now the question is, do you listen or do you respond?
So what's the difference?
Listening is open engagement without having a response in cue. Responding is listening to a certain point and then responding to the point that you felt that you needed to respond to.
Okay. So what's the difference between like having something in queue but also, so it's like you let them talk and then only after they finish everything do you start coming up with questions about what they said?
Exactly.
And like nothing premeditated on what they're saying?
None whatsoever. That's listening.
Whoa. Okay, that's interesting. So, but then you're like going back to mental cues, what they said earlier. But if you have anything queued up, you're not hearing everything they say.
Exactly, because you already have a premeditated statement that you're going to say or question.
Okay. So,
and that's the only thing that's in your mind that turned off the listening track.
Is having an icebreaker also a way of like not listening, because instead of just feeling the vibe whenever and just like asking out of whatever's natural?
Like what we just did when I just came up behind you and said, hey, what you doing?
Oh, I guess, yeah.
That's an icebreaker.
Okay.
So in my profession, I have to break the ice really, really fast. I won't tell you what I do, but I got to break the ice really, really fast because already people don't trust me.
Stripper.
I wish I was, but I don't have that body type.
No? I could get you there. Just, a little bit of fasting.
I'm good.
Okay. It's interesting though. I mean, now you've like planted this curiosity seed
about what I do for a living.
Yeah, because you're like, I'm not going to tell you. Then it's like this challenging idea set up where it's like, oh.
And my go-to icebreaker is I'm a dork, by the way.
A dork.
I'm a big dork.
So that's what you do.
What? Dork
You're
out?
a professional dork.
Yes, I'm a professional dork.
Got it. Okay.
So my icebreaker is Star Trek or Star Wars.
Star Trek or Star Wars.
It's nothing political.
I mean, Star Wars is cooler, it seems, but Star Trek is better technology, so maybe deeper.
And also
maybe more realistic.
Sci-fi over fantasy.
I mean, what's the difference, right?
You get more fight scenes versus dialogue. So it's a whole thing.
The fantasy is fight scenes.
Star Wars has a lot of fight scenes. People wait for the fight scenes.
Okay. I mean, Star Trek is, I like the idea, like that could be more realistic in our future. But the fantasy, like how do you know what's fantasy and what's sci-fi? Because it might all be real someday.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. T-Mobile. T-Mobile coming through.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's training for your personality, where you train your body and you're like exercising all the time so that you have a good body, and you're like, why do I always have to exercise, or why do I always have to socialize to feel good? It's training for your mind. It's training for your body. So that's why you have to do it. You got to keep doing it to get better. Hey, how's it going? Yeah. But we still got good results, and we still met people, and we still got footage. So that's what it is, where it's like, maybe you don't feel like doing the workout and you're like, oh God, but you do it. Guess what? That's consistency. That's how you make effort. When you feel like shit and you still do it, that's what makes men, because it seems like if you are kind of more boyish or kind of more feminine, you're not gonna have that consistency. You're gonna be like, ooh, I really don't feel like it. I'm not gonna go. And this is where men can be really awkward or do dumb shit, but it's also where they're amazing and they do world-changing shit. Because let's say they don't feel like doing something and they go up anyway, they're gonna be so awkward because they're not feeling it. And girls only do that when they feel good. But the guys, another example is if they feel like creating a business, but they don't feel like it, some of them go and they change the world. But they also can go and blow all their money. So it's sort of like a risk assessment. Hi, how you doing?
I'm okay, how are you?
Good. I have a quick question for you.
What's that? Well, can I ask you a question?
Of course, yeah.
If you're a man
Yeah.
and you're not getting your alimony,
Alimony.
yes,
It's where you marry and then, what's alimony? It's like they pay you for getting divorced.
is that what they pay you for?
I don't know.
I'm thinking it's for the investment you make as a parent.
Okay.
And if you're not the breadwinner, regardless of gender, right? At some point when the marriage dissolves, right? By someone's choice.
Yeah.
Especially if it's not yours, right?
Yeah.
And then you're supposed to be getting financial, what was that, subsidy?
Yeah.
I mean, what would you call that? If you started making pizzas
Yeah.
when you met someone, and
Yeah.
then at the end you were making, $67,000 a year, and you used your joint credit, for example, or perhaps the other person's credit, for example, like if you had both credits on both credit lines on the application for solar panels, and you had to take one of them off because the other one is kind of like, really not good enough to get those solar panels, for example. That kind of credit. And that kind of thing. And then,
Solar panels. Did you get solar panels?
Yeah, my house actually I did.
Okay.
But-
it seems like a specific, very specific.
Yeah. So if you're not getting your alimony and you're
Yeah.
say 2,400 miles away,
Yeah. 24 and 135.
average. Is that
0.2.
Is that Boston or Portland, Maine?
I don't know.
I looked the other day, but I'm just south of there.
Okay.
But anyway, so yeah, all the way down 90 to 80, well 91 or 84, either way you get there. But
Saying, should men get alimony? Is that the question?
of course men should get an alimony.
What was your question though?
Well, if I call from here,
Yeah.
do I have to go all the way home to get my son? Does she go to jail for not paying her alimony? I mean, she was making pizzas when I met her. I supported her career from 2001, 99 when I met her. I graduated college in 2001.
Yeah.
I went back and got my master's in 2019, 20 actually. And then she still can't afford to live in the house we live in at $1,200 a month for a 3-bedroom. Although she did say it went up almost to $1,300.
So she
For a
went from
three-
pizzas to 70K?
About, that's what I heard.
So what does
And
she do now?
I don't know, but her
Okay.
LinkedIn says she has a master's degree, which she never finished as far as I was told. But
LinkedIn is not always the best place for people telling the truth.
Well, but I mean, no, she literally didn't tell me
Yeah.
that she graduated. I know for a fact
okay.
that when she walked across, she hadn't earned a degree. Well, that's what she told me.
Right.
And I never saw her diploma. Okay, if you're lying, either way, it's lying, right?
Yep.
Either she didn't tell me that she had it, and
Yep.
she did, and she should be paying her student loans now, which is well over $140,000, way more than the equity in the house on her side. And then, or
Is the house in Boston or Seattle?
no, Bristol,
Okay.
Forestville. Really.
Bristol.
Yeah, I can go like and hit ESPN from where I am.
Okay.
At home. But I'm here now. Anyway,
You live in Seattle?
I'm living right here.
Is that your tent?
It is. It's 8.
Nice. I love that. Got to
988.
get the tent. That's beautiful.
Do you know, actually, can I ask you, can you please address the situation with 988 and 211? Without a paid phone plan, you cannot call those emergency numbers that we share with our people who are thinking of suicide or homeless in the winter. You cannot call 211 or 988 without
Wow.
a paid phone plan. Why is that, sir? It's
know.
not funded. That's the answer I got that.
So what?
This is also the number, and actually the number I heard is lower than it was about suicidal veterans. It was 20-something, 2 a day or something.
Yeah.
I did some research and I checked a couple years later. They said it's down under 20, but still 16 or 18 is still a lot.
Are you veteran?
I'm not. but both my grandfathers were.
One time I called the suicide hotline and like I was on hold for like
Are you
2
veteran?
hours. No. I was on hold for like 2 or 3 hours and like no one picked up. So I'm like, if I was that bad off, I would have killed myself. Like, you know, I
Really?
wasn't. But
Do you
people,
know why there's padlocks on bridges when you drive over?
oh, like on the gates or something? Like,
No, like on the metal. Like as you're walking across the bridge, sometimes you see padlocks on the fence.
ooh, is that for like to remember someone that
It's
jumped
kind of like a
off?
semicolon thing.
A what?
A semicolon. You know what
Semicolon.
is?
Semicolon like in punctuation?
Like a tattoo. Yeah, a tattoo of it.
It's like they almost killed themselves, but they didn't?
I'm not really sure.
What is the padlock for?
I think a padlock is I lost somebody.
Oh.
And just in case you're thinking about it. Somebody thinks you're worth it.
Where are you from?
Now?
From now, in time
Well,
and
that's
space.
not really where. Well, actually, it's a great lyric, isn't it? Surely I'm a traveler, both time and space, to be where I've been. Isn't that true for all of us?
Where were you born?
Hartford.
Harvard?
Hartford.
Hartford, okay.
Hart.
It's like born in Harvard. It's better than being born in prison.
Although I understand my great my Aunt Ginny, I found a postcard in my mom's stuff, and whether it was true or not, I don't know. She says my mom's 10th grade or 11th was the Reverend Brown from Brown University. So not that that's here or there.
So you've got some alimony coming, is what you're saying.
I don't know. It hasn't come in since November.
And it's supposed to have been.
Yeah.
So it was
here's the
awarded
rub.
in court?
So if I sent, well, that's what she was. I said, well, if you don't have it, don't send it. But I sent her $2,500 before I left. So if I owe, I owe her $99. So that's child support. So that's how many weeks? $2,200. On average, it's at least 20 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Right. But if she's not sending me the 75, then that cuts it down to $24 a week at $2,200. That's 100 weeks.
Yeah.
That's 2 years.
Yeah.
So, but
I love it when people
if I'm
are
not
like,
getting my $75 a week that I should be getting, and she's getting her $99, she must not have needed all that $2,000 that week because that wasn't due for 20 weeks.
Right.
But had I going back and forth, I paid you.
Yeah.
I could have done things like perhaps kept my phone bill paid or my music. I love.
So you have no
music.
phone right now.
No,
You
which
know,
I can't call 988 or 211. I mean, I have a physical device, but I don't have a plan.
They got
I don't even have a
Obama
SIM card.
phones, you know these?
No, they don't. Actually, I went to New Britain, and some gentleman that looked like Burger King, I call him Burger King, had
Yeah.
a purple suit and an afro, and this beautiful ebony woman took all my information, said it's free, and then after they got the approval, they said, oh, actually, it's $30.
Oh.
And I said, well, I don't have $30, and I walked away. And then I went to the town library that weekend, and guess what? Someone had got my phone, and someone had used a credit card to turn on the hotspot. But if you don't turn the phone on, they can't track it. Now, who steals a phone and uses a credit card to turn on a hotspot? I don't know. But the New Britain police decided that I needed to do the investigation and go walk back and forth and fill out all this paperwork. That was in November, and I still haven't been able to get a free Obama phone. I'm not sure why. I think they did away with those actually, because everywhere I go, they're like, oh well, it's this is you know what they used to do with the briefcase phones?
Yeah.
Well, here's the phone, right? $800 a month phone bill though. Different, right? You remember
Back
those?
in the day, it was $800 for the briefcase phone, and they probably didn't work that good, and
Well,
there's
you
not
know,
that many people you
it's
can
not
call.
that big of a deal when it's on
Yeah.
the company dime, but when it's yours, all of a sudden the phone goes away, right?
Yeah. So this is a serious problem, though. The legal system in the U.S. How do you feel like is that favoring men or women, or how's that dealing with separation?
What do you mean? What's the problem?
Do you think it's favoring men or women, the current legal system in the U.S., or is this totally just and equal?
Do you like sports?
Yeah.
Big arena sports?
I mean, it's pretty cool. I don't.
Who wins
I'm not
every
crazy
game?
about it.
Every contest?
I don't know.
Everyone.
Who?
The beer sales.
Beer sale.
$18 a beer? You think they're losing anything?
Oh, that's smart.
And where's
Okay.
that money go?
The legal system. They're the ones winning. It's not the men
children
or the
win?
women. That's
Have you
what
ever
you're
seen
saying.
a child
right?
win a divorce?
No.
Drew Barrymore. Fantastic movie. And they got all these kids watching it at this organization called PWP. You know how she wins?
How?
At the end of the movie, she sits at home. The parents come to meet her. Because you know what they are? Movie stars with all this money. What was it? What's her dad? Something? Drew Barrymore?
So no one's winning because the child's losing ultimately, even if the
Well, the
dad or
lawyers
the
win,
mom.
right? They get paid.
So how can we make
The legal system wins, right? Because they have jobs.
right the judge, the lawyers?
Have you ever been a child of divorce?
What?
Have you ever been a child of divorce?
I am a child of divorce, and I've been in a separation with my own child recently, and it sucks.
Are you recently divorced?
Yeah, you can say that.
You're separated?
I wasn't married, but I had my kid took, and I
your
couldn't
kid
see
took.
her. So she took my kid, and then I couldn't see her, and it felt terrible, and still does.
UN said $20 million is what we should be paying for any casualty in a stray drone strike.
A what?
A stray drone strike, right?
Yeah.
I just saw a headline that said they're now.
What
taking
about
drones.
our emotional pain
Wait,
and suffering? What
I
about
just-
the guys?
So wait, let me ask you a question. If someone chooses to abort a child,
Yeah.
what is that worth to the other parent? Is there a monetary value? All right, it is your body, your choice, but where's my suffering?
Right.
Your career is going to pay you than paying me.
Right.
Is that fair? Right? Because unless it's rape, it's consensual. And once that life begins, if you have to intentionally end it for your life to be what you think you want it to be,
Yeah.
that's a choice, right? To end someone's life.
Yeah.
Right? And I understand. Because I've had to go both ways. I have 8 children in my mind. 6 of them with my wife. 1 that I just found out the author.
One
listed
in
the
that
book.
tent the other day.
Actually, I was listening to the story that her mother wrote about us, and she shared that she had an abortion.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that we had an abortion. So I believe her. I don't know if she's a boy or girl, actually. I never got that opportunity. But their name is Cassidy, I believe.
Cassidy.
That's what I don't know if Neil Cassidy,
Okay.
Sundance Kid, or the song. It's a beautiful song by the Grateful Dead.
It's a girl or something. A guy.
I don't know. I'll never know. But I know there was an egg and a sperm, and there was life. But this is what I was told, that was aborted by choice.
Okay.
So, but see, there's all these things.
You've had
so when you're asking, does the legal system favor anyone? Well,
favors
let me ask you a
themselves.
question. I had this biology teacher who said, you know what population zero is? The theory of population zero? That's
No.
when every man and every woman, they each have 1 child, 2 children, right?
Ah, yeah.
Because what? How long does it take to grow a life?
That would cut
How
the
long does-
population in half.
No, 0. How long does it take to create life? Well, instant. But then how long does it take to make a human?
There's
and how
like,
long
there's
does it take
9
to end one?
months, and then there's
how long does it take to-
until reproduction age,
No,
which
but-
is like 20 or
But
something.
how long does it take to end a human? Way faster.
Instantly,
than that.
yeah.
So if
you get
everyone
in way
has
more
just
than
2
one.
children, everyone has 2 children, what happens? Eventually, there's way less people, right?
Well,
I mean, that's just mathematical, right? It's like a
if
bell-shaped
everyone
curve.
has 2 kids, it should stay pretty even unless there's a lot of killing.
Well, does it?
It should. I mean, if there's a lot of killing, it will go down.
Well, won't you eventually have like an older population?
Yeah. But if everyone's
Because-
having 2 kids, that's just replacement.
Right. But if you only have 2,
Yeah.
and one of them dies, that's less, right?
And then it depends. Is one man and one woman having 2 kids? Is one man having 2 kids with a lot of women?
So all right, so do the math. Then every person has 1 child. Right? If it takes 2 people to make
Right.
a child, right? Well, then there's twins and octons
Right.
and all that stuff. But seriously,
It should stay flat unless there's a lot of genocide.
does it?
I think so.
Really?
I don't know.
You have 2 kids?
I have 1. I want more.
I have 8.
but- Yeah, that's awesome. Good
Well,
job.
Not
man.
really,
That's epic.
because 6 are just all around.
But they're still alive. That's the
No.
important thing,
Well,
right?
in eternity, I believe so.
So there was more abortions than ones that got kept alive?
There was 2 boys that came out. There was really 4 women that I would have been with forever, but and I hopefully will be.
Yeah.
But of those 3 of them, one of them we don't even know if we were pregnant or not. But we tried that. Holy cow, the condom broke, and we went and did the morning after thing. And we already had a child. We each had children at 17, 18.
Yeah.
And we actually were quite good friends and got each other through that stage because her man left her and my woman left me. And
Those
we sat in
kids
a coffee shop.
stayed
Anyway.
alive?
Well, yeah. Actually, I had the blessing one day to carry them through a haunted house, the 2 of them. And they're both in their
I love
30s
that.
now. They're 33 this month,
I
or
love
next
that.
month. So that's one that I don't really know about. I don't count her as one of the 8 because
Yeah.
I don't know if that was ever conceived or not. But that was like a precautionary thing because at that point I wasn't ready to have another one. She wasn't either. But we made that decision probably for one actually.
Yeah. So you
I
have
had
2
one.
kids?
I had one boy who's going to be 33 this month.
Okay.
Then I had Cassidy, who will never walk this earth that way. And then I had my other son, who's now 15. And then me and his mom had a daughter that 12 weeks just stopped in utero at 12 weeks. And we were told she was a few cells and she could maybe get some pieces. And then I went to Bodies Revealed.
Yeah.
And I saw a 12-week-old fetus, about the size of a soda can with a head and arms and
Yeah.
legs. And I was told when I went back to the hospital before I left Connecticut that she was discarded as medical waste.
Oh, no.
Would you like your children to be discarded?
Hell no. That's the perfect way to put it. It doesn't even medical
this
waste.
Is what CCO, This is what the doctor that ran CCOG in Connecticut told
Where's
me.
our 20 million for our drone strike on our kids?
No, well, that one died on its own, right?
Yeah.
But do I deserve
Compensation.
no
Oh. What?
the decency and respect? That's my daughter. She was thrown out as medical waste. We know it was a daughter because
And it was unconsensual to you?
No, well, no. I mean, me nor her mom. Neither one of us caused that intentionally. But this is a different situation. But that'd be my 4th child. She was actually my 3rd child. Actually, Blue Cross Blue Shield from conception, delivery, and home, $500.
Yeah.
Thank you, Blue Cross. But seriously, and he's 15 and kind of a nudge. But anyway, he's 15. Sophomore, right? They know everything. But that's when you move out, right? And take over the world.
There's
You know
also
what-
the
you have all
idea
the
that
answers.
every time you like are having sex and you could have got someone pregnant, but there was a contraception, that's also like killing someone, even though it didn't
Let me ask
actually
you a
come
question.
alive.
Let me ask you a question. You know what happens if uric acid hits an egg in the sperm?
It hurts the egg?
I think it destroys it, right?
Okay.
Right? If a woman, say, urinates, right? I mean, sometimes you might think, well, that's lubrication, maybe. If I had this woman, Ms. J, say, hey, can you pee with a hard on?
Yeah.
Can you pee with a hard on? When you're done, can you
Like
pee?
a little bit. Like, it's not
listen,
so easy though.
It's like a railroad switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it. And actually, the Hindus, I think it was in Tantra, it's like a railroad switch. You can, if it goes out one, you can suck it in the other, right? But Western
suck it-
medicine,
oh, okay, I
Western
see.
medicine says you can get a lot of bladder issues from that. So I
You're
stopped
sucking
doing
the pee up like into
no,
the
not
sperm
the pee.
tube.
No.
Yeah.
Uh-uh. So bladder, piss, push.
Yeah.
It's one tube, the urethra, right?
Yeah.
And it's got two hoses going into it.
Yeah.
Right? One from the bladder,
Yeah.
one from the seminal vesicles.
Yeah.
Right? So you push out,
Yeah.
right? If you can, it's suction, right? It's like a Mercedes. We had a '77 Mercedes. Guess what? The door locks.
Yeah.
They weren't
so the
electric.
pee doesn't
So
go
wait.
up the urethra; it goes up the seminal vesicles when you
Well,
suck
it comes
it back
out.
up?
Comes. I don't know. It's been a long time since. I mean,
Gotta suck that back up.
but anyway, the testes make it right. Pushes out through. And,
Yeah.
You know, goes in. But before it gets out there, if you can suck, can you suck something up your bladder?
I haven't tried. I imagine it's
But
not
it's like a
impossible
railroad
though.
switch, right? The railroad switch is like, right? You got like, this one going that way. Remember, Mr. Goodbody? So this is your bladder. Up
You
here.
should be able
It's not
to.
your testicles down here. So if this is going out, and you're like, oh, suck it up.
Gotta get
Back up in
this.
your bladder, right?
Yeah.
Right? Does it go back up in your bladder?
Yeah.
And they say, well, you can get a bladder infection doing that. So
Okay.
that's Western medicine versus Eastern
Right.
medicine.
Okay.
Same human body.
Can we get a tour of your place? That's pretty cool.
Sure, it's not. I mean,
You have like
yeah,
offerings or something?
Sure. Well, but anyway, if you, do you remember Mork and Mindy?
What?
Mork and Mindy over here at the
Mork
Mopop.
and Mindy. No, what's
Robin
that?
Williams, you never saw that? So he's this alien.
I heard Robin
right?
Williams.
He's this alien Mork from Mork, right? And he lands on Earth. and
Yeah.
His best friend is an alien from Ecuador, right? Remember?
Mork and Mindy?
No.
I don't know.
Then he drank with his finger and he went burp. Right?
Oh, okay.
Can you suck things through your finger?
Maybe that's less likely than the.
Right.
What's this nice?
Can you suck things through your finger?
This is nice.
I mean,
Oahu.
Push out or can you suck up?
So you're. What did you do before you were?
I'm an art therapist. I just graduated at 50.
Just graduated art therapy.
Yeah.
Is this
Albertus Magnus in New Haven?
Is this art therapy or what is this?
Well, when my undergrad, I wanted to do research on the tonal quality of sound, like the Hindu.
Yeah.
I think it's Hindu chakras, right? Balancing.
Mm-hmm.
What is the tonal quality of sound on the human body and emotion?
Right. So the vibrations, like so,
I'm not
it's
sure. No. I don't
like
think- is tone vibration?
music healing. You mean?
I don't know. Is like sound baths maybe?
There's cymatics, which is like
Perhaps.
how noise
Wait,
interacts with matter.
I don't want to do this to you, but if you can, if you want to, like if I do this, right?
Yeah. Thank you.
If I do it here, it's the same proximity, right?
Yeah.
But it goes up here. But if I do this here,
Yeah.
I can get that tinnitus sound.
That tinnitus rolling.
No, right? What is that tinnitus?
So you're fixing the tinnitus with
No,
that?
no, it's that. How was I doing it earlier? One day I was playing with my friend. We were high and we were like,
Yeah.
teenagers, and we're like, he had a lighter and I had this or something.
Yeah.
And it was like we were throwing light and sound at each other. Right? It's different, right? But like if you pop it, right, you get it close enough, and it's actually the air going in. It hits your drum, right? You want to try it?
Not really.
Right.
Does it fix
But
tinnitus or
let
what?
me- I don't know. What fixes anything?
I don't know. Usually a solution.
What's a vibration?
Like waves?
I don't know. What else?
Depends. There's light vibrations, which are waves
Lights are rays.
through.
Light is ray, right? X-ray,
then there's noise
ultraviolet. Light is a ray,
vibrations.
right? It's a straight, right?
It-
Does it curve?
It's a ray, but it does wave.
Like sine, cosine?
Yeah, and then there's noise,
Subatomic.
which is sine, and then there's, I think it's light and sound, which is
I had to poop.
the. You got to poo?
Okay.
Okay.
Weird, right?
Yeah. No, I mean that's just we all
Actually,
have to poo.
it's probably
right?
my head.
That's probably it's the popper thing.
Maybe.
It will make you want to poo.
It's a vibration. There was a DJ in 1994
Yeah.
on an interview with, he was like one of those like,
A DJ.
like what is it, above and beyond kind of stuff.
Okay.
He was like one of these DJs, and I think he was German. He's like, I really want to find the vibration, or what is it, frequency or amplitude? They both modulated, right? That sound, FM, AM. But what's sound wave? He wanted to find the sound wave that would hit a body, make it make the bowels release.
Oh,
Is that possible?
I heard of that.
Is that possible?
Of course it's possible, yeah. With vibration, a lot of stuff is possible.
Which one's that? I love you. Will you marry me? No. Oh, man.
That's it. Hit her with the sound. Hit her with the sound if she's not going for the marriage.
Well, like, you know, yoga, right? They're like,
Yeah.
Think about this one, though. Right? That's say all right. And then go, amen.
Amen.
And then, omen.
Omen.
Wait, omen's not good.
Omen. It could
What's
be a
an
good
omen?
omen or a bad omen, you know?
Is that what is there good omen?
There's good omens and bad omens, yeah. Omen. Amen. Omen.
And then human.
Human.
I've done that so far, I could literally hear like bees' wings flapping. That's like at least 18 seconds.
Wow.
At least, maybe more.
When's your birthday?
Did you ever hear of Ekankar?
What?
Ekankar.
Ekankar?
Yeah.
What's Ekankar? Ekankar?
Yeah.
What's that?
I don't know, it's something I learned in mysticism and literature.
Huh. How long have you been here? Like a couple days?
I guess I'm always here, wherever I am. Right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I read that. Be Here Now, right? Baba Ram Das, right?
Okay.
Remember that book? Do you remember Dr. Richard Alpert? Or Scott Peck?
Oh.
Or Timothy Leary? What did they write together, the three of them? Psychedelic Experience, right? And then one of them went on to write The Road Less Traveled.
Okay.
One of them got launched into space.
Okay.
Right, when he died, was Ash. And then the other one's Baba Ram Das, right? And he's wrote a couple books. Be Here Now, and then everything was explained except he must have needed some alimony or something. Because he
needed some alimony. Where's my alimony? Yeah. If you're watching this, what was her name?
Who are you guys filming for?
Oh, YouTube. If you're watching this, he needs his alimony.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Well, no, I don't, because I said if you don't have it, don't send it. But I imagine.
If you got it.
Listen. Sorry, I didn't mean to poke.
Yeah. Okay.
I imagine that.
Thanks.
Well, I'm not. I'm actually really against non-consensual touch. So I'm sorry.
Yeah. Thanks. I appreciate that.
I imagine when I sent it, right around the time it was cold.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking when I sent $200 or $2,200, whatever it was in January, and the people here were like, "But this was in January." I'm like, "Yeah, but if you do the math, $24 a week by $2,200 is, you know, I mean, if it's $100 a week,
yeah,
you know, that I'm sending her,
yeah,
then that lasts 20 something weeks, right?
Right.
If it's $24 a week, that's a whole different ratio, right? So it's like 2 years, which unfortunately for some reason my alimony just ends in October arbitrarily. I only get it for a year.
Dang.
Yet she has the income that she's gone from making pizzas for Mr. Procaccini, making how much, you know, to working for blah, blah, blah.
What is she working for?
She works for Barnes & Noble College.
Okay.
Construction and design. And she did when I left. I don't know. But her LinkedIn page says she has her master's, so I don't know what she's doing.
What did you do before?
What do you mean? Before
like
what?
You had a corporate job or something?
Oh, I graduated college in my undergrad in 01. I got a job in sales for EGI for a year. And then I got a job with Cigna for 3 or 4 years, almost 4 years. And then I got part of a mass layoff. When they closed their Bristol office, I was the first round of layoffs. And I was a dislocated worker. And I had the opportunity to reapply at Cigna, but I was like, you know, I want to do something that really find a funny story. And they used to send these emails. Do you want to sit and have lunch with these children, high school kids that need a mentor?
Yeah.
And I kept going to my boss, Janina Lett, and she was super nice, but she's like, you're not an executive, that's not for you. I'm like, all right. Same time I was doing all the coursework and all the readings for like Six Sigma, error reduction, all this stuff. But again, I wasn't an executive, but I read it, you know. And then, anyway, so they laid me off. And then I talked to my wife. We were living in my mom's house, and she was living in Warsaw, Poland.
Cool.
And technically, she was not supposed to charge us rent, I guess.
Wow.
So it kind of worked out.
Were you
good
born
because-
in Warsaw?
No.
No?
But my son lived there.
Okay.
With my mom.
Nice.
But with my stepfather. But they were living in Warsaw.
Yeah.
Not just outside of Warsaw. It was Konstantin.
Okay.
And they got robbed while they were over there, one of their houses. But they, I don't know, landlord. I don't know. But a lot of my mom's old jewelry. But longer story short. So anyway, so they were living in Warsaw, and I said, well, so I looked at I had a criminal record. I threw a rock at a house as a kid. So, seriously, you can't make up this It's a Wonderful Life stuff. I threw a rock through a window. I didn't hit the window, I actually hit the side of the house. But neither here nor there. It was my fault that happened to that house. And I went back and apologized. Anyway, so I had a criminal record at that time. And I reached out to the state police. I said, what's on my record? Because that's kind of knucklehead. I don't want. I got picked up a couple times. Anyway. So I got all that taken care of. I said, what's on my record? And I said, well, this is on my record. And I got a job working in a place called Wheeler Clinic, and I went through the fingerprinting. I got all the fingerprints. I got approved by DCF to work there. I got approved by the federal government to work there. I got approved by the state government, the education system, and I did all this stuff. And then my bachelor's degree, and I worked there for almost 7 years.
Yeah.
And I had a woman treat me disgustingly, I thought. She was making facial things at me, and she was reaching into me, and I really had a hard time with it. And
What was she doing?
She's basically inappropriate.
Okay.
I felt it was sexual harassment, and I didn't really know how to report it.
At your job.
Yeah, so we're
Okay.
So I wasn't comfortable with that. And then she ended up, I guess, getting fired because she got arrested and didn't tell anybody or something, but I don't really know that for sure, but that's what I heard. She left, and I went back, and I went through this whole process, and they had to interview me and do all this stuff. And I said, well, they all came back, and they said, all right, you can work here. And I looked at them, I said, after experiencing the second interview after being out on medical leave and all this stuff, I was like, you know what? I can't do this. And I turned to Dr. Russo. I said, Dr. Russo, can I still work at the group home? Because I worked at the group home for almost 5 years as a direct care counselor at the same time. And I had gone through a completely separate interview. He said, no, you have to do everything or nothing, which actually wasn't fair, I think, because when I went to collect unemployment, I was so stressed out about the sexual harassment stuff that wasn't really addressed appropriately. I didn't even say, well, he actually told me I couldn't keep my second job there because there were 2 separate jobs. I went through 2 interview processes and was hired twice. But anyway, so my unemployment was not certain. But anyway, so Wheeler Clinic, I worked there for almost 6-7 years in the school, almost 5 years, and I asked multiple times, can you help me get into grad school? I found this program. I talked to the art teacher about getting alternatively certified to teach art, and then I went to St. Joe's and I went to this thing to become an art teacher, and then I went to, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. My father was a college professor, there's a lot of politics and teaching and education, and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, I don't know. I think I'm gonna, I found this art therapy thing. I didn't know it existed. This is less than 100 years old. So I went to school, actually at least a Civil War. So I went back to school. No, I stayed at home and worked I was a stay-at-home parent for at least a year or so. And then I went back to, and then one day my wife was like, I'm working 80 hours a week. I can't do it. I was watching her work 80 hours around the clock. And
I gotta go.
Guess where I was the whole time? She was working 80 hours a week. I was home caring for my son at least 8 hours a week while she was working. Right? With a bachelor's degree in psychology, 7 years experience working in a group, 5 in a group home, 7 years of experience working in a school as an educator. I did things like go to Wesleyan and take a class on how to teach STEM, on how to make a sundial. How we learned that. Being a watchdog at the school is a program, Watchdogs for Dads, to be involved in their kids' lives. One day I set up a whole cemetery for the I dropped my kid off. I was going Thursdays or whatever, art class. I would go to Starbucks every day and write my memoirs, and then I'd go. Although one day I got an email about a wedding in Florida, and I opened it, and everything got blipped. And then I worked.
Okay, we gotta go.
So
do you have like any advice for people to overcome hardship and to have a great life? Like, what would you tell people?
Communicate honestly. I actually, I had my iPod got stolen, but I had taken a picture of a Da Vinci, I think, that's in this. It was in the National Gallery on my way here at DC. And it's this beautiful woman, and she looks nothing fantastic, but her eyes look alive. But anyway, it said, if we could teach our children not what to think, but to how to think with compassionate love for others all the time. And communicate. Communication. If you don't have communication, there's really nothing. And there's no choice, there's not love.
What's your name?
Emmanuel, Eric Manuel.
Emmanuel, nice to meet you. Haiku. When's your birthday?
Every year.
Every year? Cool. All right, do you have a website anywhere we can find you or not?
I have an Instagram page.
What's that called?
Instagram's the @ right?
Yeah.
And then it's Capitao, it's a Portuguese word, CAPITAO, _ America, because if you Google my last name Capitao, you get Captain America comic books in Portuguese. Because that's what the word is. But that's not actually even our name.
Capitao America.
Yeah, 1973.
All right. Well,
I was born in 73. So that's me. That's my Instagram page. But somebody has stolen my iPad here.
Crap.
Unless I can get it back. And actually, hello, if you at the Orca station have my red iPhone, can you please reach out to Senator Henry Martin in Bristol? He can probably confirm it's mine because we had breakfast and he looked at it. He goes, we have the same phone. And he knows, same color phone. It's an iPhone Red. And I recommend Red and One. If you look into the organizations, Red is trying to eradicate AIDS in Africa, which is funny because if you eradicate AIDS in Africa, you eradicate it everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And One is about government transparency in third world countries.
Anything else you want to tell that person or your wife? Ex-wife?
I guess I have 13 according to the,
Or the judge, maybe. You wanna...
Jesus the Wells is 13 for
Yeah.
me, but it's a good number, I guess. But
Yeah.
I'd like to tell my children I love them.
Yeah. Love that. Thanks, Emmanuel. Great to meet you. Have a great day. Peace out, bro. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Have a great day. I know how it is, bro.
Well, I hope you don't ever know how it is.
Well, me neither.
Well,
Me neither, bro.
How old are you?
25. You're like 70, 50?
51. 50,
Yeah.
I'll be 52 next month.
Yeah, 50.
Well, to answer your question, I start celebrating on the 4th and I go all the way to the end of July.
Yeah?
I spent my 50th on the Halcyon.
You said what?
My 50th
What
birthday
question?
is the Sublight Lounge in the Halcyon.
You said July, December?
Yeah. I celebrate the entire month of July.
Oh, nice. You're born in July.
You?
March 23rd. You're what, July 4th?
Well, kinda.
Kinda? Close? Okay.
I'm an American citizen.
Well, have a great
We
day,
also
Emmanuel.
have the same birthday, right?
What?
My birthday's July.
July.
I'm in July, Leo. We're a special.
July 26th. Okay, sweet. Yeah.
My
See
social
you.
security number is 1-800-55.
Oh man, I was about to remember that. Damn, I need that. I can send you. It's on YouTube. It's called The New Way. You can write it down if you want, or I can send it on Instagram, where you can write it down. Yeah, I'll send you on Instagram, and then just log into the library or something. I'll talk to you, bro. See you, bro. All right. Have a great day. Nice to meet you. Peace. Sorry, that guy was going. He was saying a lot. Let's go.